Hello, it is Thursday morning, Wednesday night, late. It's pouring down rain here in Missouri, and the power went out there for a little while. You'd think we live way out in the country. We don't. It only went out for a couple minutes. I mean, just enough that you have to get up and reset everything and, interrupt whatever you're working on. But yes, I still have a sore throat. Could be any number of factors, but like I said, I think it's because of the air conditioning on and off. And if I let it run too long, I've told you guys this, it freezes no matter what I set it on. So I get up every couple hours and turn it off or turn it back on, depending on what the situation is. I know, and it's no wonder I'm like unrested and I look like the Grim Reaper all the time. Well, that could be just because I'm old, but let's not dive down that rat hole. I have a theory, and keep in mind, it's all peaceful. I'm not angry. I believe that our political leaders are better friends than we can imagine. It's just us fighting amongst each other that are going for each other's throats and being hostile, maybe still thinking that our opinion matters when probably it doesn't, or it doesn't that much. I believe that Donald Trump is friends with Obama and Clinton and most all of people. You do realize Donald Trump started out going to be on the Democrat ticket until he thought they got too absurd, and then he switched. I'm sorry, that's just a fact. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Seriously, I'm not. Because if you ask me, we are well beyond the point where we need to compromise and get along. That's what we need to do. But, if it's not going to happen, got to be real. But as far as this Epstein list, human eyes have seen that. Just because we have not seen it, can I emphasize again that we are kind of the minute that don't usually matter? Other people's eyes have seen that list. Do you think that the deep-pocketed Hollywood would not have paid to see maybe some of them? I'm making a guess. That I don't really know. But anyway, if there was a chance of a snowball in hell that Donald Trump's name was on there, don't you honestly believe that somebody would have shown it by then? Did you see how Donald Trump reacted to Elon? Did he even seem mad at Elon when Elon Musk spoke up that bold claim? He was very loving, like a patient father. And let's be honest, as much as I like Donald Trump, is that in his nature? If an enemy attacks him, is he all soft and kumbaya? Almost never. Maybe he has changed. He's been shot at and other things. You'd think if that anything would make you change, that'd be it. But no, for all we know, for all anybody knows, maybe he put Elon up to making that claim. And here's the reason why. And it's just a theory. Donald Trump already knows who's on the list, and he's getting everybody hopeful by being vague and weird that maybe he is on there so that they push it through, so that other people on the left push to see the list. And some of us on the right are too. By this time, it's like that one last episode on a series you've been watching, and you've been watching that series, like Who Shot JR way back in the 80s or 90s. You're waiting, because I gotta know who did it. And then all of a sudden, boop, the rug's been pulled out. You don't get to know. No, Donald Trump wants the left to push hard to get the list out there. That way, he can remain friends with whoever is on the list. We already know Bill Clinton's on there, don't we? And we should already know that Donald Trump did he ever put Hill in jail? No, he didn't when he could. He's really not a big enemy of these people. And I don't know why, in my eyes, I feel that other people are not intuitive with this. You can't even look at this without trying to look beneath the surface. I think Trump sincerely does not want the list exposed. But if it's got to be exposed, he wants the left to push for it, because if we've already seen the mock list, what makes you think those were mock lists? The ones that you kept seeing out on Facebook already? 3/4 to like 80% Democrats are on that list. He wants the people on the left to push for it to get out there, fully knowing that the left is going to take another hit once it does, and he does not probably really want to officially end the livelihood and credibility of the people that are on the list, because he was once on the left himself. So, have you ever known Trump not to have a strategy? If you think I'm way out and wrong about this, have you ever known the man to push for something and even campaign for it, and then, well, he is kind of right that we are kind of beating this proverbial dead horse, no pun intended, into the ground when we should probably move on? I know he's not wrong about that. But is it possible that he simply does not want to be the one that potentially ruins the lives of the people on that list, knowing already in his mind who they are? And even though we divide everybody up, we divide them by R's and D's, we divide them by different races, we divide. We're the dividers. Truthfully, they're probably not. And we need to evolve a little bit to something a little bit better, perhaps. But I'm telling you, it isn't our political leaders that are at each other's throats. They'll do it for theater, and they'll do it because they think it makes us happy to see them at each other's, but I don't think they really are. And if it is released, if the list is ever released, it'll be because people on the left have pushed hard for it to be done. And then Donald Trump, after the you know what hits the fan, he can say, you see, I told them to let it drop, and they wouldn't do it. So it's not my fault. Don't hate me. That's what he wants. Don't hate me. Y'all pushed to get it through. I bet you. All right, I could be 100 miles from the truth, and that's okay if I am. I accept that. But what I don't accept is, man, it is hot in here, and I'm going to go sit out on the front porch.